Hello everybody and welcome back to Lords of the Fallen, where I think we're actually at the end of the game now. So, in order to get things working with this boss, I've changed up my setup a little bit, as you can probably tell. First, I am not using core anymore because this thing does not have a rune slot, so instead I'm using this with a flawless poison rune in it. Oh, by the way, yeah, I managed to get the Lost Pole Sword weapon.
You found my sword. I thought it was gone for good. It's your weapon now. Its power is yours to use.
Anyway, the flawless poison rune is actually pretty useful because that poison debuff, the dot, it actually does apply to bosses, which is actually quite helpful. I'm saying actually too much. Then, for my armor, I've equipped higher power runes and common power runes to all of them, because that boosts my physical defense, which is really helpful. And then finally, just to make sure his fire laser doesn't kill me, which I guess I really should have expected it would do this, considering it's a fire laser, I'm going to be using fire resistance shards to make sure that, you know, I can basically ignore that part when he attacks me. So, first thing I found is that the easiest way to avoid that attack is just to do that. Then circle strafe, avoid all this, and then swing it. Then he probably does that, and while it doesn't always work if I dodge backwards, sometimes it does. More importantly, my armor is buffed to the point where I can actually ignore a good amount of damage from that smash. So now I just do this until end of phase 1. I can ignore that attack. And the poison will slowly tick down his health as I do so. Now phase 1 begins. And I can just go in on him like crazy while he's doing this. There. Now, before this starts up, I gotta heal. And really quickly just drink a potion so I can ignore the effects of his fire beam. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. Haha. Screw you. God damn. Okay, well, I killed 2 out of 3. It's not too bad. Or 2 out of 5. So, back to actual fighting him. And basically, I think I can just repeat this until he dies. Like, once you get the pattern down, it doesn't seem too bad, although it is still a pain in the ass to deal with. Yeah, now I gotta heal up because I've been getting too cocky. Thank God I got those upgraded potions, though. I really don't know why that thing hits me. It's got a gigantic range. And now I just wail on him until he dies, hopefully. He's got a little bit of health left. So, really quick. Just drink that. Heal up. Ignore the fire. Ah, fuck you. What the hell is that? Okay, he does that. Big deal. Whatever. I don't care. He makes them explode. I don't care. The corpse explosion means nothing to me. Because I do massive damage to you. Come on, just... Yeah! Strategy. It fucking works. What's that grin? Was that a... I can't tell if he's grinning or grimacing. No godhood for you. Suck it, Antanas. I hope that's Antanas. Otherwise, it's really awkward. Because I thought it was killing... Ooh. Hey, now. What's all this, then? Oh. Am I actually going to get to fight Antanas? Or a deer? Cutscene? Anything?
And so Harkin defied a god. He cast the rune aside and struck Antanas down using only his sword. And in the end, he cast that rune aside, restoring the forces of the world back into balance. Harkin found the balance even between the power of his sword and magic, using both means to defeat all manner of Rogar lords and man-made creatures. Despite the markings on his face, he proved himself to be a compassionate man who showed mercy to the just and unjust alike. Harkin proved himself to be a warrior, not a scholar. The secrets of this world did not interest him, even when they were only an arm's reach away. He chose to turn a blind eye to Antanas' dark experiments.
No, I fucking didn't.
Thanks to Harkin, Yetka was able to reunite with her family. The Crafter's crystal was returned to him. He went back to his dimension travels and studying the runes. Harkin sealed the fate of both realms for many years to come. Historians of the future will forever wonder what the world could have been if Harkin's choices had been different.
Well, now I'm wondering what would have happened if I hadn't thrown away the rune. And that's what Yetka was doing the whole time? She was trying to get her family back or whatever? I guess that makes sense, but it's like... I guess I had to go with her to find out about that. That honestly was... Okay, the game was good. I'm just going to say that right now. I really dug this game. It was really fun. Ending... I'm getting Fallout 3 vibes. You know, the sort of slideshow where things change, the narration changes depending on what you did during the game. I don't mind it as much, because I guess I knew what sort of I was throwing away each time I did stuff. Although, what about the scholar thing? I'm still confused. Like, I picked up a planetarium piece, but by the time I picked it up, Antanas was already a giant monstrosity. And so, I don't really know. Yeah. I think final thoughts. This game was pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I certainly enjoyed playing it, for the most part. Most of the time. Yeah, I think. Some of the bosses were a pain. Anyway. I know that Lords of the Fallen 2 is coming out soon, though, because, you know, it's been released by this point. Not that I'm dating this video. But, I think well, not announced... You know, it's in development, I should say. So there's a possibility it might come out. And where's this rift? But I'm definitely going to play that when it comes out. I want to see how they managed to make a sequel out of this, because Harkin is over. His story is done. He completed his mission. He apparently killed a deer as well in an off-scene fight. But, yeah. I'm going to be interested in seeing. Hopefully they fix some of the bugs and little bad things about the combat and gameplay. Like, it's definitely not as good as Dark Souls 1. I'd honestly say I'd prefer this more than Dark Souls 2, just because it's more of a focused experience. Dark Souls 2 had sort of a strange, meandering experience which didn't really tell a story, but sort of told a story. You know, in the way Dark Souls does, except not as well as the original game. This one told you the story more outright, but the world felt a lot smaller. Like, the entirety of the world seemed to focus in on this one monastery and the fight with Antanas and Endir. Nothing else existed in the world. It's just this little mountain area. which I thought was kind of weird. Like, they mentioned all these other things, pilgrims and all that, but none of them is really fleshed out. There's no sort of backstory behind any of it. You just get items with descriptions that occasionally hint there might be a larger world out there, but you never sort of feel like there really is a larger world out there. So maybe that'll be one thing. Maybe there is a larger world that we can actually see and explore and learn more about. Or maybe there are other enemies besides the Rogar, who apparently are only an issue in this one mountainous area. But yeah, I'd probably give this a recommendation. If you're watching me ramble on about it right now, you've probably watched the entire series, so you know what you're getting into. But yeah, you might be able to figure out what choices I made differently besides the obvious ones. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Iota Corporation, playing Lords of the Fallen. I'm just gonna let the credits roll, and I'll see you next time. Ooh, New Game Plus. How does this work? Hi, welcome back to the game. This is the epilogue, I guess. So, my options are... Well, oh, this is how you get more magic. After you beat the game, you get a new tree of magic. Fantastic. That's actually going to be a massive pain in the ass. I'm going to have to cycle between them? Oh, maybe I use the D-pad. Let's see. Prayer, motionless drone that attracts enemy attention, increases magic recovery. Shelter. Daze. I go with Deception. I doubt the game's going to be much different this time around. I just want to see what happens. This is the opening cutscene. I've already been here. Ah, B button.
Monasteries ahead.
All my gear's still here. Enemies are definitely tougher. Because normally that would kill this guy in one hit. Everything up. All my stuff's gone there. Let me see here. Where? So, now I've got access to this. So, one nice thing is I've actually got someplace around here. I got 9 spell point shards. So, this is basically RAM. So what's this one? Phase of magic follows you. I guess that's an upgrade to rage almost, because instead of getting unlimited stuff, I do double damage from this clone following me. I'll go for this one. Ram's been good to me. Okay, now how do I swap between them? Ah, like this. What the hell is that noise? I think it's that Rogar. That's weird. I think there's a scroll I've gotten.
Keep coming. We fight back, but there are too many of them. It is sickening to see them move. Their limbs twist and turn in ways they're not supposed to. Their smell. It's like fire and death creeping up your nose. One of the creatures we were fighting spat on us. The saliva hit my eye. It burned, and it burns deeper into me.
Well, that's one thing. They never got... I never saw them spit. Okay, now what was that thing? Response? Is well balanced, even tempered. Weird. I guess there is new stuff, but it seems like the game is pretty much the same, just harder. Eh, whatever. I see it's still Sauron doing things for me. Nice to see you again, bud. Actually, what does this thing do? Alright. Well, I think that's it for me. Increases energy recovery. Okay. That's pretty nifty. So the other one increased my health, then magic, then energy. Okay. Seriously, what the hell is that noise? Anyway, I think I'm done here. So much for an epilogue. It's just a fun little thing, just showing you what's up. Might be able to find use for that shard over there now. Anyway, this has been Aoto Corporation. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.